Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about the different parts, different sections of 8251A processor. As we have discussed in the previous class, 8251 is a interfacing card which is generally used as interface between processor and outside world. If you want to communicate or if you want to send or receive the data, then 8251A is used. Now we will discuss about sections or different parts of the 8251. The different parts are as shown in this slide: data bus buffer, read write control logic, modem control, transmitter and receiver sections. First of all, we should understand about data bus buffer. So data bus buffer is 8-bit data bus used to read or write status, command word or data from or to the 8251A. Next, read write control logic includes a control logic, 6 input signal and 3 buffer registers, data registers, control registers and status registers. Next, control logic, it is the interface. The chip with MPU determines the function of the chip according to the control word in the control register and monitors the data flow. DSR stands for data set ready. It checks if the data set is ready when communicating with a modem. DTR stands for data terminal ready. It indicates that the device is ready to accept data when the 8251 is communicating with a modem. CTS, it stands for clear to send. It is if it's low, the 8251A is enabled to transmit the serial data provided the enable bit in the command byte is set to 1. Next is RTS. It stands for request to send data. Means low signal indicates the modem that the receiver is ready to receive a data byte from the modem. Means RTS is active low. If this signal goes low, then it works. Next is transmit section. It accepts parallel data from MPU and converts them into serial data. It has 2 registers. One is buffer register. It is used to hold 8 bits. Second is output register. It is used to convert 8 bits into a stream of serial data. The MPU writes a byte in the buffer register whenever the output register is empty. When it will work? Whenever the output register will be empty. The contents of buffer register are transferred to output register. Transmitter section consists of 3 output and 1 input signals. These are as follows: TXD, transmit data output. TXD stands for transmit data output. This is the output signal. It output signal to transmit the data to peripheral. TXC, this is transmitter clock input. This is the input signal and it controls the rate of transmission. Means how much data are transmitted. So rate of transmission will be controlled by this TXC signal. Next is TXRDY, transmitter ready. This is the output signal and it indicates the buffer register is empty and the USART is ready to accept the next data byte. Next is TXE. It stands transmitter empty. Output signal to indicate the output register is empty and the USART is ready to accept the next data byte. Now we will move towards the receiver section. Receiver section accepts serial data on the RxD pin and converts them to parallel data. What happens? It receives the serial data from outside world. As I already told you that 8251 communicates in the form of only serial bits. So it converts them into parallel data. It has 2 registers. First is the receiver input register and second is buffer register. When RxD goes low, the control logic assumes it is a start bit. It waits for half bit time and samples the line again. If the line is still low, the input register accepts the following data and loads it into buffer register at the rate determined by the receiver clock. RxRDY, receiver ready output. Output signal, it goes high when the USHAT has a character in the buffer register and is ready to transfer it to the MPU. Next is RxD pin, receive data input. Bits are received serially on this line and converted into a parallel byte in the receiver input register. Next is RxC, receiver clock input. Clock signal that controls the rate at which bits are received by the USHAT. Next is the control register. So what is the control register? This is a 16-bit register. For a control word consists of two independent bytes, namely mode word and command word. Mode word, what is the mode word? It specifies the general characteristics of operation such as baud, parity, number of bits, etc. So baud is the rate by which transmission occurs. Command word, it enables the data transmission and reception. The bits positions of this command word decides the data transmission and reception. Register can be accessed as an output port when the control data pin is high. Next, status register, it checks the ready status of the peripheral. Status word in the status register provides the information concerning register status and transmission errors. This is the status table. Status table has 5 columns. Each column has a significance. First is the CS. CS is the chip select. Second is the C/D bar, control oblique data. Third one is the WR bar. Next is the RD bar and then operation. So bit position decides the working of the operations or working of the 8251. As we can see, if the chip select signal is 0, C/D bar is 0, WR bar is 1 and RD bar is 0 as shown in the first row, then what operation will be performed? MPU reads data from data buffer. How is it possible? Because read RD bar, this is active low, and if we give 0 to RD bar, then this will be activate, and here we are giving 1 to WR bar, so WR bar or write signal will be deactivated, right? So we can say MPU reads data from buffer. In the same way, in second row, chip select is also 0, C/D bar is 0, WR bar is 0 and RD bar is 1. Now you can see easily that here WR bar is 0, so write signal will be activated, not read here. So the operation, you can see MPU writes data from data buffer because we are giving 0 to WR bar, not 1. So WR bar will be activated and 1 is given to RD bar, so RD bar is deactivated obviously. In the third row we can see that CS is 0, C/D bar is 1 here. So what happens now? The control word register will be activated because C/D bar signal indicates that if we will give 0 to this pin, then D function will be activated, and if we will give 1, then C function will be activated. So C stands for control word register. Here in the next column, 0 is given to WR, so it is activated, and 1 is given to RD bar, so it is deactivated. So MPU writes a word or control register. In the next row we can see that CS is 0, C/D bar is 1, it indicates control word register again, and WR is 1, it means WR will be, write will be deactivated, and 0 is given to RD bar, so read signal will be active. So what operation will be performed? MPU reads a word from status register. In the next row we give 1 to CS signal, means chip select is 1, so if we give 1 to CS bar, then chip will not be selected and no operation will be performed because chip is selected. Chip will be selected only when we give 0 to this pin. In the same way we can see the command word. So the command word register is of 8 bit, D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7. As we can see, first we see the D0, this is TEN, मतलब transmit enable. If we give 1 to this bit position D0, if we give 1 then it is enable, if we give 0 then this is disable. At bit position D1, DTR, data terminal, ready. When it is high, it will force DTR, and if it's 0 then output to 0. At the bit position D2, receive enable, RXE. If we give bit 1 at this bit position then it is enable, if we give 0 then this is disable. Now we go to the bit position D3. At the bit position D3, this is SBRK, send break character. If we give 1 here then TXD enable, 0 normal operation. At the bit position D4, this is ER, error reset. If we give 1, reset error. If we give 0 then there is the error. At bit D5, RTS, request to send. When it is high, it will force RTS, otherwise output to 0. At bit D6, internal reset, high return 8251A, and if it is low then the normal format will be worked. At bit position D7, this is the EN, enter hunt mode, means if we give 1 it enable search for sync characters, if we give 0 then it will work as the normal boot. In this manner the initialization process of TXEN bit, it will enable the transmitter section of the 8251 and the TXRDY output. Initializing DTR bit to 1 will cause the DTR output of the 8251 to be asserted low. This signal is used to tell a modem that a PC or terminal is operational. Next, initializing RXE bit to 1 will enable the RXRDY output of the 8251A. Initializing SBRK bit to 1, it will cause the 8251A to output characters of zeros, including start bits, data bits and parity bits, break character. A break character is used to indicate the end of block of transmitted data. Initializing ER bit to 1 will cause the 8251A to reset the parity or run, and framing error flags in the 8251 register. In the same way, RTS bit is 1, it will cause the 8251A to assert its request to send RTS, output low. This signal is sent to a modem to ask whether a modem and the receiving system are ready for a data character to be sent. Are you understand what is initializing IR bit? When we will give 1 to this IR bit, it will cause 8251A to be internally reset. After the software reset command, it will again in new mode word must be sent. In new mode word must be sent. Do you know? If we reset, then new mode word will be generated or new mode word must be sent. In the same way, EH bit initialization to 1, it will cause 8251 to enter hunt mode. And means, what is the meaning of this hunt mode? Search for sync character, and is used for synchronous mode. In this way we can easily understand the different parts of this